Here's a quick flip through my Julie London collection. Here is one of my favorites, one of my father's favorites. This is her first album, Got Her Going. Julie is her name. This is the double LP, 45 RPM, audiophile edition. Here's the first press of the same record. These are in no certain order. I believe there's 21 of them here. That's a few Julie Londons. Ooh, fur coat. Your number, please. She can have my number. Julie London, London by Night. Never been to London. Red, white, and the blues. I'm a big fan of the blues. About the blues, Julie London. What would she know about the blues? Tenderly Yours, Julie London. The end of the world, our day will come. I left my heart in San Francisco. A lot of pop tunes, Julie London. Julie London, Love on the Rocks. She maybe knew a little bit about that. Lonely Girl, oh, beautiful cover. Whatever Julie Wants. Yep. Julie, another one of the iconic cheesecake covers that she was famous for. Make Love to Me, Julie London. I bet that wouldn't go unanswered. Julie at Home. You mean maybe she was a homemaker? All Through the Night, Julie London sings the choicest of Cole Porter with the Bud Shank Quintet. Swing Me an Old Song. Oh, this is some of the old songs. I like those. Some nice cheesecake. Julie is her name, the follow-up to the first album. You have a big hit on your first album, you got to follow up with something similar. Julie London, About Around Midnight. This one's a little different. This one is a good one. Julie London, Nice Girls Don't Stay for Breakfast. That's one of her later records. Julie London, You Don't Have to Be a Baby to Cry. Oop. And here, one of her most famous, iconic covers, Calendar Girl. Oh, that's a good one. Oop, what do we have here? An Interloper. Lyn Stanley, London Calling. A Toast to Julie London. I think we're going to have to pull this record out of the stack and see how it got mixed in. Hello, vinyl community, and welcome YouTubers from around the world. Yes, I got a couple Julie London records. My father was a fan, and I've always been a fan. What we're going to do today is review the new album, Lyn Stanley, London Calling, A Toast to Julie London. And see here on the back, kind of a little nod to the Calendar Girl type cover. A gatefold. A double LP, 33 1/3 RPM, audiophile record, recorded at United, lacquer cut by Bernie Grunman. This is a great sounding record, as you could imagine. We're going to talk about the record, going to talk about the packaging, going to talk about the music a little bit, and Stay tuned and let's see what this record is all about. Included in this package is a gorgeous booklet. Back cover of the album. In here we have an introduction to the album and the process, and the songs are all listed alphabetically. This will be one of my little minor knits. Just show a couple page here, so a different photograph for each tune and a description of the tune. And this is lovely, this is gorgeous, and so what's my one little knit? Well, probably this was put together before maybe they knew what this tune sequence was going to be on the album, so they just did it alphabetically. Well, I started listening to the record and I got out the book. Hey, I want to look at the pictures, read the description of the tunes as I'm listening to the record. Well, you could do that, but then you would miss the music because you're busy flipping through the book to try to find where it is in the book. And again, this is a gorgeous book, really an addition to the package, and my only little nit is if it would have been in the same order as the songs, you could have went along with this while you watched the songs. One more little nit with the package. It's a nice back cover, but we have a lot of times we're listening to the music, we have the package in an outer jacket, and we're listening and we're looking to see what the next tune's going to be. Well, the inner part here, there is the track listing, very easy to read, and it would have been nice if this was on the back of the package so that, when we're sitting in the sweet spot and listening to our music, we don't want the booklet opened up, the package opened up in front of us. We're blocking some of the sound. So that's just a little minor nit, but here is the record. The records were pressed at RTI, so it doesn't get much better. Custom labels, just beautiful. And so that's about the packaging. Really nice, really enjoyable. And so how about the music? From 1955 till around 1969, Julie London recorded 36 albums in about 14 years. That's 2.5 albums per year. They were cranking them out. And of course, when they're cranking them out, they're not all quite equal. And a number of them, of course, she came in the studio and sang something, and then they layered some strings and some orchestra over the top of her. And those are okay, those are fine, but a few of the albums have that kind of smoky, late night nightclub kind of feeling, the intimate, the sexy, the sultry kind of voice, and those are my favorites. Well, that's what we have here with Miss Stanley. She's got a small group of musicians, some of the best studio musicians in Los Angeles, and they're recording in that kind of feeling, and it is really excellent. Now, they worked on arrangements. These don't sound like any other arrangements. These are fresh, new arrangements. She got the input from the other musicians where they kind of tossed some of the ideas around to come up with some fresh new arrangements and that intimate sound. And of course, the best recording engineers that you have in a great studio, and what you get is some really great sound. So I'm going to talk about just a few of the tunes on this record to give you a little feeling of what that's like and what the music is like. And down below, I'm going to put a link to a 7-minute video that she produced that is an introduction to the production of this album. It's very interesting. You'll get to see a little bit how it was done and hear a little bit of the music, and check out that link and listen. It's only 7 minutes. You will enjoy it. And now let's check out a few of the tunes. The album starts off with the tune Goody Goody. That's a tune I like a lot, and probably my favorite on the album. A great way to start the album. It's fairly up-tempo and a good tune. It's gleefully joyous and not uninterested, her performance, whereas on the Julie London album, she was just tossing it off. She sounded bored, and so this version, far superior to the actual Julie London version. What a great way to start the album off. As I said before, Julie London, they were cranking them out. Typically, all of the tunes were 2 to 3 minutes. It's fairly unusual for them to have over a 3-minute tune on one of her albums. On this album, we have 17 tracks, 2 LP. You get your money's worth of music, and the last track is over 6 minutes long. Having these longer tracks with a repeat of the verse and chorus and some instrumental solos gives the musicians a chance to show off a little bit, and that adds a lot to the record. I heard it through the grapevine. An unusual version. I think you will enjoy that. But what's this? Summertime 2 versions. First version with the band, about 5 minutes long. The last version, to close the album, a little over 6 minutes long, with just her on vocal and Mike Garson on piano. And I'm saying it's worth the price of the album for that last track. Completely different than the one with the group, and better. Ms. Stanley prefers slower tempos in general, and that can add to the music, add to the atmosphere. It gives you more of that sultry, sexy kind of voice, and you listen to this record and you may agree or disagree, but I got a little experiment for you. I got a pretty good setup in my bedroom, and I'm going to tell you, if you have a music setup in your bedroom, put this record on, turn the lights out, get under the covers, hopefully with a significant other, and the true meaning of those words will come through in this music. If you're a fan of Julie London, this record is a must-have. If you're an audiophile who likes this kind of music, this record is a must-have. This record gives you a taste of Julie London with the best audiophile sensibilities. Highly recommended, and keep 'em spinning and see you all down the trail.